Welcome back, everyone. Second game of our second set. Sim Gaming taking game number one pretty comprehensively there over a new look Kanga lineup. Let's see if they can replicate that success at game number two. Straight into the picks and bans we go. Husey and Moose bringing you all the action.
Yeah, and immediately Odin banned away by Kanga. So far today it's been Odin Hell. First bans for each team respectively. Doesn't matter who's playing. But Ganesh breaks the trend this time, so maybe Hell sneaks through.
Somehow I don't think so. I think Kanga will ban it or Sin will ban it.
Yeah, most likely Ram gets banned away, so Rana won't get the chance to play that one. A bit of a respect ban from Kanga there.
Yeah, Sin has to ban it here. Yeah, there we go. Sin had to ban it there, otherwise Kanga we're going to get it with first pick. Good work there by Kanga not banning it away. Banning away something else they don't want to see. That Rama, that is just so difficult to say, being taken away. And instead they're going to go ahead and lock in that Freya, take it away from Tomalamu. So neither mid laner or ADC for Sin Gaming are going to be the same this game.
Yeah, I mean, they looking to draft this for themselves, I guess. We saw Freya first pick in the last game for Sin, but they go, okay, well, you take away that magical hunter, we'll pick up a different one. We'll take Kronos and we'll take Erling Shen away from you, and we'll throw that into our own line. Yeah,
so Erling Shen did probably... Noose in that solo lane probably did the best last game of anyone on Kanga, so taking away a god from him, putting it onto more than likely Osha in the solo lane, maybe Zaze in the jungle, but more than likely Osha is a good move there from Sin Gaming. Again though, Kanga going for this double warrior composition here with the Sun Wukong and the Raven. Geb taken here by Sin Gaming, so no 4-0 and 15 Athena for Sin this game.
No, he'll somehow manage to go, auto-attack Geb, get that Telkine's ring going. See if he can get enough damage online there. I have to encourage...
Stop this madness.
See the Anher ban though. Interesting that Anher got through the entire pick ban phase last time, because I just see Anher being one of the stronger hunters at this point in time. His cooldown's on his ult's on such a short cooldown, that it just does so much work. And we see Bellona banned away, so if they're gonna go a double warrior, it won't be Bellona for them.
I think Sin will probably go more of a traditional assassin in the jungle here. Jingwei picked up for Sin Gaming. We saw what Mingi was able to do with that. Unfortunately, not able to get a win. Thoth and Soul locked in here for Kanga. Interesting. So this could be a Sun Wukong support and then Freya jungle with Raven in the solo lane.
Sure. Yep. That could be a thing that's happening. 3 magical damage dealers and 2 warriors. So interesting draft here from Kanga. We'll see where they go, as Thor is locked in for most likely Zaze here in the jungle.
That should be for Zaze in the jungle. I can't really see anything too crazy going on from the side of Sin Gaming. But speaking of crazy, that is the name of the game right here for Kanga. This is the most unusual draft I've ever seen.
Yeah, is that Soul support?
Look, man.
I mean, she has CC and survivability. I mean, Blaine Anderson won't be able to be focused out as hard, I guess.
I feel like maybe there was a misclick somewhere or an error. I don't feel like this is what the draft from Kanga was supposed to be. Somehow, something gives me that feeling.
The off-meta strats, it's fine. Everything's fine. They should be... We'll see what they do here. They should have good clear, at least, pairing a Freya and a Soul up against a Geb Jingwei. So, that's the positive to take out of it.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, look, man, you're able to find sunshine where no one else can, but yeah, maybe that's the name of the game. Just completely outpush that Joy lane.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to do something with it, right? So, you see, Desecrator goes for the Tier 1 of Soul Reliquary. We saw at the CGPL land, Tier 2 starts for a lot of the Toth players. Zaze uses his hammer here. Sleepy just looks to clear the wave instead, though.
Yeah, I suppose that they maybe get some pressure in this mid lane, but Zaze early on is going to be very, very difficult for Kanga to deal with.
Yeah, especially considering he did get his hammer first, which is safer clear, and allows him to kind of be more aggressive on these jungle buffs, because if he gets into trouble, he just teleports through the wall, but won't be doing that for a while as he uses his hammer to clear. Osha already level 2. Not sure how he managed to hit that so quickly.
He stole away the small creeps on that blue buff from Noose. So, yeah, this is already going in the favor of Sin Gaming, sorry, rather than Kanga Esports. Desecrator and Sleepy playing very aggressively here, stealing away, the speed buff. But Tomolomu not going to let Desecrator get away for free. Early beads pop there from Desecrator. Tomolomu taking a lot of damage here from Sleepy, but now Sleepy's in the middle of a minion wave and taking some damage. Zay's teleporting forward, gets the spin to win off the stun. Just a little bit too short there from Tomolomu.
Yeah, just off mark. Zay's hooked out, but gets away safely for now. Meanwhile, the double magical lane over here is it Freya support. She has the protection buff on, so which one do you call a support at this point?
I don't think either of them is capable of being support, quite honestly. But they are capable of dealing some damage with what they're looking to do here with these Oracle Harpies. Sin gets the first one. Kanga will get the second one. Erratic has his shield burned through very quickly there. And now they're going to turn around onto Ranabran after a nice banish there from Disrupted. Tomolomu and Zaze have shown up here. There's a Disapparate form from Blaine Anderson. Zaze looking to get off a wall. Gets it, forces the beads out of Disrupted as well.
Ooh, that damage. Just not quite enough to pick up Disrupted. As soon as he saw the beads, didn't bother teleporting, knew he would be able to pick up the kill, so well held there from Zaze. Okay, I've got a theory with the soul support.
Alright, hit me with it.
Blaine Anderson probably has the worst slash line so far in the split. I think he went 0 and 10 last week. It was about 1 and 8 or 9 last game. He's working on his KDA. He doesn't want to be known as 0 and 10 Blaine Anderson anymore.
Damn, that's spicy. So without even consulting his team, he's just locked in the solo and said, "Look, guys, I need some kills this game. Just gonna have to deal with it."
Yeah, exactly.
The bold strategy.
Selfish play. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very bold strategy indeed, if that is indeed the case. Pure speculation on our part, but I tend to agree with your theory. That sounds very much like what is going on here.
I mean, he's got to have a rationale for it, right? He's got to have a reason, and that's the only thing I can think of. I don't think soul support is really in his wheelhouse. He's a good player, but
yeah,
you know, maybe he just feels like doing good damage.
Like there's the slow on the Stellar Burst, right? Okay, so that's something.
And
then there's a knock-up on the Supernova. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
They have CC elsewhere. They've got the Warriors with the CC. They've got Evade and Punish from Desecrator. They've even got Whoop from Disrupt Bay. So, I mean, they're not losing out on too much CC, I guess, technically. Maybe. Kind of.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, Zay's going to take some damage here from Sleepy. Desecrator loading up with that final judgment. Hits Erratic. Not enough to get a kill at this stage of the game. Sleepy, though, wants to change that. Good Cataclysm there from Erratic up into the sky. Goes Zaze, crashes down onto Sleepy, and doesn't manage to teleport away. Actually caught in Supernova. So Sleepy's going to pick up First Blood.
Yeah, good work out of Kanga, and the knock-up out of Supernova coming up trumps there.
Yeah, there you go. Soul support, it works.
Meanwhile, Disrupt Bay looking to take down Rana here. Hits the Whoop, but...
Oh, soloed! Very nice work. Dude, Kanga, this is next level strats right now, man. This is surprising all of us, particularly Sin. Like, if we're caught off guard, imagine Sin in this game. Like, man, there's a Supernova out of nowhere, and look, there's a Freya here as well, just dealing damage. What are we gonna do, guys? The Kanga, they're going for the sneak strats, the Blitzkrieg.
That's it, and I mentioned that, you know, Cutie was the former coach of this Kanga roster, so maybe they've counted the counter strats and just gone, well, this is the jank that we have. How are you going to deal with this one?
Yeah, it's incredibly cerebral play, if that's what it is. Incredible. Level. Yeah, this is like, you know, the meme of like the ever expanding brain that eventually becomes some like celestial deity. This is like the final level of that.
Yeah, final form.
Yeah. Like first level is like Geb support, and it progresses all the way up to Soul support.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I can't wait to see Soul support in the casual games.
I would say I'm not looking forward to seeing that in my casual games, but I don't play casuals anymore for fear of seeing things like Soul support.
You've got your Joust team. That's all you need, right?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, we've disbanded it now.
Oh, rip the most OP Joust team in this year.
Yeah, they've retired. My teammates, they couldn't handle the limelight anymore.
Yeah, it was a lot of spotlight to handle, really, and it's not surprising in the end that you guys folded under the pressure.
Yeah, clash of personalities and all that. Anyway, On the right-hand side is a clash as Zaze takes a poke here from Noose and Sleepy. Osha got to dive in. Sleepy got to dive in as well. Good taunt there from Osha with his ultimate to keep the aggression off his jungler.
Yeah, just a bit of a trade there, and Zaze will go and pick up these fire elementals with the help of Tomolomu and heal most of that poke back up with the help of Boombasmark's passive there. And not a whole lot happening. I guess we talk about the soul support build here. Vamp Shroud straight into Pen Boots. Not sure if we've got the teams flipped. I would have expected Erratic to have the Pen Boots with the Vamp Shroud.
I mean, I don't know what Erratic's going to do this game. If he goes that Telkine's ring thing you were talking about, I'm going to be mad.
Hey, don't put it past him. No, I think Erratic's managed to reel himself in a bit with his aggression and showing a bit of his wheelhouse here. Playing the more defensive Geb hasn't had the strongest impact so far, but I expect it. A Geb shield with the Chronos is, speaking of which, Tomolomu getting a lot of damage onto that support soul and forced into the evaporate form.
Support soul. I still don't accept that's what it is. It's double Hunter or double ADC, zero support. No one is playing support this game.
It's the opposite of, you know, the traditional man lane where you just send two warriors to the duo lane.
Yeah, it's ADC 1 and ADC 2. Yeah. Zaze forced to defensively ult here. Disrupted 1v3. The Valkyrie Extraction nearly picks up Erratic, but Tomolomu will eventually claim his life. Zaze barely escaping from the aggression of Kanga in the mid lane, and finally Sin Gaming put themselves a kill on the board.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, this although Sleepy diving in here, trying to pick up Tomolomu, I think he actually stole away the red buff as well. Tomolomu in a lot of trouble, forced to beads.
Supernova
managed to get away.
Yeah, Supernova off the mark there.
Yeah, not able to land that CC for the setup for the rest of his team, unfortunately.
Is that what it is? Is the Supernova the setup?
It's the setup. It's the setup. You gotta believe that he's the support player. He's also looking to steal this gold free away, or maybe get some kills if he can.
No, it looks like he's gonna die here actually. He gets off his ultimate. Maybe might pick up Blaine Anderson, but no, not enough damage coming out of Osha just yet. And no, I will not call this soul support. I will not embrace this. I will not support this in any way.
Moose falls down. This is wrong. Out of the 5-man grouping.
This is wrong, Moose. Don't act like nothing's wrong, it's wrong.
It's completely normal. You've clearly not been playing Smite lately.
Yeah, true. Yeah, soul support's the
new meta.
Is all the rage. Disrupted takes some damage. An unfortunate wall there from Zaze. Doesn't land on Disrupted. Showing he's maybe not as confident on this god, or at least practiced with it as he might have been on, as we saw with a Nemesis.
Yeah, I mean, Thor's... You don't see a lot of Thor these days, so maybe just, yeah, not enough practice. It fits into this team comp well, where he can kind of peel and set up for his team, along with his Geb and Erling Shen. But yeah, maybe just a little bit off the mark, and yeah, that's the strength of Thor and the downfall of Thor is sometimes you block off your own team. Dunking out of the sky though, onto Desecrator. Unable to pick him up, Tomolomu gets that kill, and Zaze escapes with about 5 HP.
Sleepy's diving in there. Great knock-up from Osha. Prevents the root coming out from Sleepy and saves the life of Tomolomu. But yeah, another gank here from Sin Gaming gets themselves a kill. Kanga going to be heading towards his Gold Fury though. With all the damage they have from that soul and from the Freya, I wouldn't be surprised if they could burn through this one. Erratic coming through here, doesn't get CC, but does take some damage here. Dropping off the Gold Fury now is Kanga, flanking around from the back. Here's Osha, he's looking for Disrupted. This is with the root on the pin. Gets a whole lot of damage off, but unable to secure the kill. But now things are starting to head back towards Sin Gaming's way.
And Noose forced to Oxform back to that mid lane. Might be able to find Tomolomu here. Gets a good amount of poke off that Jiggle Bang. But Blaine Anderson being chased down in that separate form.
Gets off the Supernova, but not enough to save his life. Sleepy now taking a lot of damage pinned. Daze teleports forward, spin to win, but he's stunned out there through the wall by Desecrator. Sleepy somehow still alive. Noose with the Eagle Fawn trying to find it. Osha will pick up Desecrator, who overextended in his own jungle, but Sin Gaming just playing so aggressively right now.
Yeah, this 4-man grouping. Noose forced up into his cloud. Will dunk back down onto the back camps. They managed to pick those up at least, but Goldtree being looked at here from Sin Gaming. A
bit of a risky call here, although I suppose with the low health of Kanga, you can justify it, but I don't think they're going to be able to get this. I think Kanga might be able to steal this one away. No, Kanga backing off a lot there, just giving them a free Gold Fury, and Noose falls down there thanks to a great Cataclysm out of Erratic. So Kanga completely misplaying that, and now Disrupted caught in a wall, and Tomolomu will pick up a kill. Tomolomu with a rewind as well will save himself from Blaine Anderson, who's disapparated. Osha's going to chase him down here. Blaine coming back to his solid form, and it's going to be falling down to death here from Zaze in a combination of the rest of Sin Gaming. So Kanga feeding themselves one by one into the meat grinder.
Yeah, as well as the Gold Fury falling, and you said they kind of just backed off when they expected the Gold Fury to be leashed, and Sin just went, well, no, we'll just finish this and then we'll finish you. And really aggressive shot calling from Sin. They've got themselves back into this game and got themselves a nice lead now, and it's looking pretty dire for Kanga already, even though it's only 12 minutes in.
It's great calls there from Sin Gaming, boost themselves out to 4,000 experience lead and 3,700 gold lead.
And they'll go back, they'll pick up their own buffs as well, so they should be able to increase that even further. Portal Demon probably going to be their next point of call, already looking to start up, and Desecrator's hanging around on his own.
Yeah, he's got Blaine Anderson, his second ADC behind him. Portal Demon not able to be stolen away. Actually, it was by Blaine Anderson with the Supernova, and now Noose dealing some damage to Osha, and Zaze here, Sleepy coming in as well. Osha and the rest of Sin Gaming might have hung around a little bit too long here. Final Judgment comes through. Doesn't find Zaze, it did, but not enough damage to get the kill. Sleepy now in a little bit of trouble, running away with that Mystic Rush, but Rana's right there. Blaine Anderson very low. Blaine Anderson dead. Next target is Sleepy. Will Zaze go aggressive under the tower? He will, trying to cut off the escape, and Rana will pick up a double kill. Disrupted chase down in the backline as Desecrator's put down to the ground as well. It's only Noose left alive here for Kanga.
Yeah, that whole time Disruptor was trying to zone out Tomolomu from picking up his red buff, and he stole the red buff away, but then looked to go aggressive as the rest of Sin Gaming just collapsed on him. They'll take this tier 1, might even be able to get a tier 2, but no, it looks like the call is to just back off as that portal is still open and Noose comes through it now.
Man, this is really rough for Kanga. Now the experience is all the way out to 6,300, gold's at about 5,000 as well. Really, really difficult for them to be able to come back in this one, particularly against a Cronus. And a Jingwei as well, don't forget.
It's alright though, they've got soul support. It'll work out. I mean, 0, 3, and 1 soul support. He's really working on that negative KDA, and it's working out well for him.
Yeah. Just like the soul, just like it's working out. Right? Yeah, totally. It's the Alex Gruffdugger Brown Memorial Trophy.
Ah, yes, the recent addition to the trophy cabinet.
Yeah,
in Smite OCE.
Yeah, since his most recent retirement, we've decided to institute that trophy. So it's a race between Tory Skies and Blaine Anderson, I think, right now.
Yeah, they are putting in good habit, both of them.
Yeah.
Is it just a wooden spoon, or is it just Sylvanas dying?
It's a perennial second place trophy, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, to honor the memory of Gruff.
Rip Gruff.
Hey, look, he won a LAN. He won a LAN. Tried his little heart out. He nearly won a second one. But one Jan Assault was enough to shatter his hopes and dreams.
Hey, he won one as coach as well. He just won the recent CGPL.
True, it's true.
Yeah.
Was he? Wait, was he? Oh yeah, he wasn't. Was he? No, he wasn't coach at the time of OPL, and he was still playing then.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was still playing now.
So yeah. So he's won another one as coach. Yeah. Over at this right-hand side, Noose getting dove under his tower, forced up into that somersault Claire, but probably gonna have to sacrifice his tower here. Gonna go back in actually as Sweepy's arrived, and not quite enough damage coming out of Sin Gaming right now. Cataclysm from Erratic. There's a Supernova from Blaine Anderson up in the sky. Goes Zaze, looking for a target, crashes down on Noose in the back line. Not enough to get a kill here. Out goes the combination with the wall and the hammer throw. Tomolomu stunned onto Sleepy, and the time rip will pick up the kill onto the Raven.
Yeah, Erratic taken low here by that Soul ADC number 2, as we're calling it. Noose Oxforms forward, trying to pick up Erratic here. Zaze catches him out.
Oh, Desecrated, nice work with the Hieroglyphic Assault to pick up Zaze, and great work with that final judgment to find Erratic. So Desecrated with 2 very quick kills here. Noose, though, might be in trouble. Somehow gets away at the cost of his ADC's life.
Yeah, ADC 2 falls, and meantime, an attempted split push from Rana here, trying to take on Disruptor.
It's like B1 and B2 from Bananas and Pajamas. Yep. They're both bananas.
But Rana's on the other two.
I'm talking about Blaine Anderson and Disrupted. They're both bananas.
They are both bananas.
They are both bananas.
Noose manages the eagle away there but Tomolomu looking to chase him down.
And down he goes.
Down he goes, yeah.
Down he goes. Now Rana gets to start up a free Gold Fury. He gets joined by the rest of his teammates in a few seconds. They'll be able to take this one down really quickly. Rana's doing a decent job of it himself, but they want to get there in time to help secure it as Disrupted is on his way back. But this is going to be a free Gold Fury and some free Oracle Harpies here for the side of Sin Gaming, and that's going to boost them out to about 7,500 experience, 7,000 gold. So a continual decline for Kanga, continual mountain of golden experience being grown here for Sin Gaming.
Yeah, despite the hyper carry potential on Kanga in the late game, I don't see them coming back from this one. You've got a Geb Shield, you've got a Kronos, you've got a Jingwei, and I just don't see them being able to deal with all of that damage, as well as the peel coming out as well from the Geb and that Thor. No Telpan's ring, unfortunately, for Geb yet. Maybe a 6th item if it goes that far.
Stop. Just stop.
Hey, if Soul can build full damage, why can't Geb?
Because Soul's not a support. It's ADC number 2.
No, that's my bad.
Yeah,
but
it's alright. You'll learn.
Allowed to be ADC number 2.
Because he's not an ADC. He's a support. He's a guardian. Sleepy getting chased down here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away from this one. Zaze with a nice double tap puts him down on the ground. Disrupted up in the sky with a Valkyrie's Discretion. Zaze going to be chasing him down, crashing down. There's the beads as well coming out of Disrupted. Split pushing coming out from Blaine Anderson over on that left-hand side to try and take a tower. Osha chasing down his opposite number. Noose pops the thorns, but not going to be enough of a discouragement to save his life. Tier 2 tower now being looked at here by Sin Gaming.
Yeah, and Blaine Anderson forced it back and helped out his team a bit, as the Tier 2 should fall reasonably quickly. Minions not quite there yet, but they choose to back off, maybe look for this Portal Demon instead.
I like this because then they get free access to the Fire Giant, which, given how hard they're winning these fights, just it could basically be called theirs. Oh, Rana stayed too long under the tower, and now Tomolomu whooped there by Disrupted, but I think Disrupted's bitten off a little bit too much more than he can chew. Actually, no, never mind. VVX cancelled out the Supernova, doing excellent work there from Blaine Anderson, and Disrupted a whole lot of damage coming out of him too.
Yeah, beautiful setup out of the support there. Unfortunately, yeah,
not a support.
They managed to get the Portal Demon. Blaine Anderson forces the separate form here to try and get away. The damage dealers, Osha, looking to be aggressive here and pick up a couple more kills for himself. Heals back up with that Ninetales Blessing. Sleepy trying to fight as much as he can. Horrific Emblem popped as well, but Osha might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, look, Sin Gaming need to calm down right now. They're just forcing themselves into really bad situations, and it's giving farm to Disrupted, who is a Freya. I would like to remind Sin Gaming, if you're listening, that is a Freya. Do not feed the Freya. It will come back to haunt you.
Yeah, you might have a Kronos, but it's still a Freya. I mean, if Freya hits three basic attacks onto that Kronos, he's not rewinding.
Yeah, nope.
Especially considering he didn't go for the Book of the Dead, and it looks like he's working into the Wingblade, so they have a bit more health on his side, but...
Yeah, I think that's the difference between the mid Kronos and the ADC Kronos. You have to be a lot more careful with where you spend your gold in mid. Investing into such a high price item like Book of the Dead is a huge investment in the mid lane, whereas everything he's gotten so far is relatively cost effective for what it provides him, because you just don't get as much farm in mid as you do in ADC.
Yeah, I think the Pythax piece is probably the most interesting thing for me. Geb really not someone that needs that extra. I guess it provides the physical lifesteal as well to the rest of his team, but it's a cheap item, but I think Bancroft is still just better, as Sleepy has to immune that double tap damage coming out of Zaze over these mid camps. Erratic looking to be aggressive, a line that I've said way too many times already. But looks like they're going to swing over and look for maybe this tier 2 and then a Fire Giant if they can, or Noose looks juicier for them right now.
They're trying to find where the Sun Wukong's gone. He's up at the Somersault Cloud, being chased down now, but he's got a tier 2 tower and a team there. It's not going to be enough though, as Tomolomu and crew pick up this Sun Wukong. Zaze is up in the sky and Erratic's diving in the tower here. Could be Blaine Anderson who's the target. It's going to be Desecrated instead. Forcing out the beats is Zaze. Supernova not used just yet by Blaine Anderson. Here it comes, doing a lot of damage onto Erratic, and the rest of Sin Gaming Sin a little bit spread out here, a little bit disorganized, not quite clear what they want to do. They will go ahead and take this tier 2 tower.
Final judgment off the mark there from Desecrator, unfortunately unable to pick up a kill with that one. Osher takes a bit of poke, but Geb Shield's there to keep him nice and healthy, and now Rana's backed, and he's already back for the fight as well. The beauty of that Jingwei passive, and he is ready to fight already.
Oh, yeah, well, he just lost all of his health already.
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, as you said, Sid need to calm down.
Yeah, you just need to settle down. This Thoth has got some damage online. The Soul and the Freya have got some damage online. But you've got to recognize that while there's not much of a front line for Kanga, other than the 2 warriors, since there's no guardian, there's no support, that means they've got a lot of damage, and especially when now around the 20-minute mark, when this, the Soul's got a Bancroft's Talon, the Thoth has got a fully stacked Book of Thoth and their Spirit Desolation, they are going to swing, and you don't have a whole lot of match protection, particularly if you're a carry on the side of Sin Gaming. So you are going to be taking some hits, and you need to be very careful about what kind of situation you put yourself in. Yeah,
especially if your Geb Shield's down, and Erratic obviously would be calling that out, that he doesn't have a Geb Shield, and Rana just ate that evade and punish and almost ate an entire health bar in the process, so they need to be a little bit careful. I like this. They're going for objectives instead of really looking to...
Yeah. They push that lead even further to where you can get to the stage that you can just run at people and kill them all. So that's going to give them a whole lot of gold and experience there. Now they're pushing their lead to 10,000 gold, 9,000 experience.
Interesting, Kronos went for Toxic Blade. I expect him to go for the Wing Blade to kind of help him out with the slows coming out of the warriors, as well as even the Soul and Freya, but goes for Toxic Blade, trying to reduce the lifesteal on the side of Kanga Esports, I guess.
You reduce the lifesteal, you also reduce the healing coming out of Sun Wukong and Raven, I suppose. That's the only other thing I can really think of it for.
I mean, it's another cost-effective item, I guess, and it provides a lot
Desecrator,
of
what are you doing up this end of the map?
Yeah, he got pinged out by Zaze, he got spotted on the wall, he was looking to gank, and Osh is here, Zaze is here.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
They're just completely wiped off the map. This is actually really bad for Kanga, because Desecrator's been putting out a lot of damage in these team fights. With him down, this opens up a lot for the side of Sin Gaming. The Portal Demon's up, the Fire Giant's up. Without that steal potential coming out of a Thoth as well, that's another big thing to take off the map when you're looking at objectives.
It's alright, they've got ADC number 2 there with the Supernova. Although it's down now, he used that for peel under that tier 2, so never mind that. This Portal Demon should go down reasonably quickly. Noose looking for a kill on Zaze here in the mid lane. Decent amount of damage.
Yeah, but the rest of his team is fighting around this Portal Demon and not doing too well. Rana gets the jump dash. Noose taking so much damage there. Dashes with the Oxel up into the Somersault Cloud, just barely gets away and leaps over a wall to get to safety. The Portal Demon is still up here. Disruptor taking some damage. Blaine Anderson taking some damage. Osher going in here, looking to find some targets. Does have his ultimate, but chooses not to use it.
Yeah, recognizing that Disapparate was popped as well as the immunity out of Sleepy, so no point in throwing that ultimate out when he can use it in a situation that's more valuable to his team, though. Portal Demon does go to the side of Sin here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, never mind. The turnaround.
Yeah. That's huge damage there out of Desecrator with the ultimate, and that's that's what I was saying, that Kanga was missing before around this Portal Demon, and Sin Gaming took too long to try and take it, and Kanga made them pay. Zay's taking a lot of damage, forced to dash away as well. Noose trying to chase down Osher. But yeah, Sin Gaming just can't seem to crack this Portal Demon. I mean, they ended up taking it, but it nearly cost them a whole lot. It did cost them Tomolomu.
Yeah, and that Cronus does fall down. He's got a Shaman's Ring now. He'll be working on those stacks moving forward. It's a really interesting build out of Tomolomu, actually. Not something I've really seen on a Kronos. All the items make sense, it's just a little bit off meta. As Erratic comes through the portal, immediately has to shield himself to mitigate some of the damage being thrown his way.
He'll be fine. He'll be right. He's a Geb. Osher's going to come through now, and he could look to set up here for his team, bait a few abilities out of the side of Kanga, but it's not to be. Rana's just heading back to the left-hand side now to pick up this red buff and get some more farm, but I think both these teams are showing a little bit of inexperience here, particularly Sin. While they've been a team for a decent while now, their kind of in-game shot calling hasn't been the greatest over those last two sets. Like, realistically, this game should have been put to bed a long time ago with a lead that Sin have especially, but just continually making little mistakes here or there, the individual decisions from the team and just kind of where they're all positioning themselves during fights is really been detrimental for them.
Yeah, they're just kind of caught up in the chaos of Kanga's playstyle at the moment. Kanga very, erratic, ironically enough, on their side. So they're just getting caught up in it though, and looking to take 1v1 fights, and the fights are all split. Rather than just grouping up, focusing down the targets they need to, get rid of this Freya, get rid of this Toth, deal with ADC number 2 when you need to, who's going into a breastplate of some description. Yeah. Defensive soul, easy. Support builds coming out here.
The ADC number 2, he's just making himself safer as an ADC. Disrupted taking a lot of damage. Airstrike actually immune very nicely there by Aegis, and no potential for a chase after he uses the Valkyrie's discretion. Blaine Anderson though is in a lot of trouble here. Pops his own Aegis, trying to get anything. There's a Cataclysm used there by Erratic just to secure the kill.
And the beads popped and as well, even though he falls down, so...
Zaze is in the sky. Who's he looking for here? Everyone's under a Phoenix Zaze, and Zaze wisely chooses to land just outside the tier 2 tower. Gets a nice double tap there. Not enough to find a kill. Desecrator with the ultimate doesn't find anyone there. Huge ultimate down for Kanga.
And that should pretty much be the go button now for Sin, if they manage to get the pick, and it sure is. Desecrator should fall here to Osher in a second. Does so. And Tomolomu forced to ultimate, Zaze forced to hammer away. Osher hits a nice two-man taunt. Tomolomu picks up Sleepy there. Beautiful work with that time rift yet again.
Alright, it's just disrupted and Noose left up. Blaine Anderson has respawned now as Disrupted falls down, so this middle Phoenix should go the way of Sin Gaming. Supernova really nicely used there by Blaine Anderson, and Noose will end up picking up the kill. Looks like Sin Gaming want to push in here, but choose to back off instead, play this one a little bit safer.
Yeah, 3v2, and with the builds coming out of Noose and Blaine Anderson, still a decent amount of damage there, so don't want to fight under the Titan. They'll go back, pick up this Gold Fury, keep pushing these objectives in their favor, keep snowballing this lead to a point where it won't matter what happens in a fight. If they get CC on any of these damage dealers on the side of Kanga, they're just going to be burnt through instantly.
Yeah, huge amounts of gold and experience in favor of Sin Gaming right now. The Fire Giant is up for them to potentially look at as well once Tomolomu respawns and give themselves a nice boost there. Kanga hanging around this right-hand side. I thought maybe they were going to try and chance their arm at burning through this Fire Giant before Sin Gaming could get to it, but they are playing very conservatively as well. Given the fact they've just lost Phoenix, very easy to understand why. Yeah,
they also don't really have the ward coverage. The only one with a ward, counter ward at the moment is Blaine Anderson. Uses his now right as the Sin one fell off, so I'm able to even get the gold boost.
I wondered if I was seeing something there with the ward. I'm like, is that a ward there? And then it wasn't there. It's like, oh man, I must be just going crazy. But no, the timer ran out. That's extraordinary timing.
It's just one of those things. Sometimes Zay is looking to catch out Desecrator here, gets good poke off there with the double tap. But Sleepy is here, as is Disrupt Bay, looking to peel here as Aegis forced on Zaze. Sleepy looking to chase this one down.
Yeah, Rana Barana though is dealing a whole lot of damage. Noose flanking in as well. Looks like all of Sin Gaming are here on the left-hand side of the map looking to push down this tier 2 tower. Kanga, I mean, they've had some pretty good defenses so far, so they could potentially look to make a stand on this tower, but I think it's probably in their best interest just to let this one go.
Yeah, Emperor's Armor now picked up for the side of Sin Gaming on Erratic, so these towers doing even less, so it'll be much harder to defend as Disrupt Ray taken very low, forced to Aegis, though it mitigates all that damage. Could have been taken very low.
Oh, looks like Sin Gaming, they were thinking about the left-hand side Phoenix, so, but I think they're going to push this mid-wave in and then head for the Fire Giant. Yeah, you can see the Fire Giant being pinged out there by Sin.
Yeah, good call, and there's not much that Kanga can really do. I mean, they might be able to get in there and throw the final judgment from Desecrator in hope of picking it up, but looks like it's only going to be Sleepy and Blaine Anderson kind of heading over this side of the map, and Noose maybe a little bit late.
Well, Fire Giant has been started up here by the side of Sin Gaming, and Fire Giant has been taken down by Sin Gaming. Going to head towards this right-hand side. Phoenix now looks like, no, they're going to take the Portal Demon back and then come through the Portal Demon for what should be the final push.
They should be able to pick up their final items, or at least go very close to maybe even a power pot for one or two of their players, just to make sure that they have this Fire Giant advantage, they have this massive golden experience advantage, as well as the item lead. And looks like they do exactly that for most of their characters. Power pot now on Rana. that build with Deathbringer and a Power Pot and a Fire Giant buff,
You can't kill me.
that's
I'm not even really
not going to be
here.
fun for anyone.
That's good. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. He's got 5 more stacks to go on Devourer's Gauntlet as well, if anyone's counting.
I'm gonna, it's 70 stacks.
Oh wait, no, it goes up to 70. Yeah, I'm stuck on the old Devourer's Gauntlet.
Yeah, you caught in the
But it's
past.
fully stacked.
It is fully stacked. Yeah.
Fully stacked. So fully stacked Devourer's Gauntlets as well. Prepare yourselves for some hurt.
Yeah. Not to mention the lifesteal, you know. That's always nice too.
Well, right-hand side Phoenix is being taken down. Zaze was forced to go up in the sky. Still considering where to land. He lands directly onto Newt here. And Sleepy, just as the Phoenix respawns, whooped into the sky by Disrupted. Supernova doing a lot of damage, and Desecrator will finish him off there with a great final judgment.
Desecrated quite low though, and Osha looking to take advantage of it. Evade and punish just up in time. Up into the air goes Disrupt here, and looks like it's kind of a wash of a fight. Is Sin looking to try to get out and then maybe counter engage when they can.
Yeah, I mean, Kanga's done a great job. I mean, they lost the Phoenixes, but they took down Zaze, so they got something at least. They've put off the end of the game a little bit more. They've given themselves some time. Tomolomu misses a stun there, but just trying to force Noose back. 5 minutes are pouring in on the right-hand side, so Kanga need to be careful of that. Can't, you know, stray too far away from their Titan here.
Yeah, good cancellation of the Tiger form there, straight into the ultimate from Noose, recognizing that he could get CC'd and be put into a dangerous spot before he could get up into that cloud. So just a little instant reaction from him there on the Sun Wukong, showing how strong he is in a variety of roles. We've seen him switch all over the place over the last couple of splits, and showing that he can play anything really.
Multi-role god. Sin Gaming now looking for this left-hand side Phoenix. The other 2 Phoenixes are down, and Kanga aren't in position here, so they should get this one relatively free, especially with Tomolomu and Rana here. Desecrated dashing forward, trying to do his best to prevent the destruction of his final Phoenix, but don't think they're going to be able to do it. The minions, Tomolomu and Rana are enough there to secure that objective, and now Disrupted so much damage. Osha going to finish him off here with a pin. Osha 2-man taunt. Blaine Anderson, so much damage onto him. Desecrator demolished there by Osha and friends. Sleepy forced over the wall. Zaze comes crashing down. All Phoenix is down. This looks like the end here for Kanga Esports. War comes out. Down goes Blaine Anderson. Titan already about 50% HP. Under 25% HP. And Sin Gaming take the 2-0 series win against Kanga Esports.
Took them a little bit longer than I expected, but you know, they come out on top. They did kind of calm themselves down. I'm not sure what happened at the end there. I think Kanga thought they backed and they just kind of walked back out of the jungle and finished off the Phoenix in the game in the end. But great work there from Sin, pick up the 2-0. And yeah, just really well played by the entire team, really. Yeah,
exactly what they needed to do. All right, well, that's our second set of the day done. Just one more to go, guys. We'll go to a short break and we'll be bringing you our last set of the night, Legacy versus Darksided.